Hey, welcome to the Board Game Network. Today I'm going to be showing you how to play this game called Potion Explosion, put out by Cool Mini or Not. It plays 2 to 4 players, and it's got a boatload of marbles in it. 4 different colors, 20 marbles each. And I've got them here thing, and you get to put together this nice little contraption here. That lets the marbles slide down in slots and fills completely up. And they even gave you 8 extra marbles, 2 of each color. So in case you lose one, I guess, what's a awesome company to do that. So to set up, you have 8 different kinds of potions listed on the back of your rule book. You're going to remove 2 of them, either randomly or just pick 2 that you don't want to do. So you're going to have 6 left. You're going to take all the ones with stars on them from those 6 and randomly pull out 2 of each, or 2 per player. So if you've got a 3-player game going, you're going to take out 6 of these. The first player is going to draw 1 of the 6, take 1 that he wants, and then go around, and then the last player, and then the last player is going to take a second one and then come back around counterclockwise. So everybody's going to end up with 2 potions. They're going to take their 2 starting potions, put them on their desk in their Bunsen burners, and they are trying to complete these potions. You are going to take all the rest of the potions and mix them up and then deal them out into 5 stacks, and those are available once you've completed these potions. So what you do on your turn is you're going to draw a die from any of the slots. You can take from the first 8. You cannot take the one that's like only halfway through. But what you do is you try to take ones that will cause explosions, because when you take ones that cause explosions, you get those dice too. So an explosion is if a marble above the one you take and a marble below the one you take are the same color, you take one in the middle and those 2 hit, then you get, that's an explosion, you get those also, including any other ones above and below that are the same color that are still touching. So if I took out, what am I going to take out here? It even works with multiples of the same color. So like if I took out yellow here, that would cause yellow above and below to touch. So I would get those yellows also. If I took out a red here, that would cause the blues to touch and explode. So I would end up getting those. But you only get to draw 1 marble, and the exception to that is if you ask for a little help from the professor, then you take one of these tokens. He lets you draw 1 marble that you want, but it does not cause explosions. But this is worth -2 points at the end of the game. So you don't want to take those unless you have to. Why might you want to take those? Well, maybe there might be a case where you need to take 2 marbles and then it'll cause explosions. And if one explosion causes another explosion, that can chain and you can keep taking marbles. So if you take 1 out and then there's an explosion and you take those out and it makes another explosion, you take those out. So maybe this might be a good start for the chain, you know, that you actually need 2 different marbles or whatever. So anyway, you're going to take the marbles that you got, you're going to put them in your potions, and any that you have left over go in your leftover little bottle here, and it only has enough for 3, and then it becomes the next player's turn. So if you have ones that do not fit in the leftover space here and they don't fit on your potions, you throw them up here and let them roll down, and if they stack up too high, you push them over into the next slot over so that they can go down into the slots. Comes the next player's turn. He's trying to fill his, comes back to me, and I need 2 reds in here. That's what I need. So how do I get 2 reds out of here? Well, I'm not seeing it, you know. Here's 2 blacks, a blue, and a red. I could take this blue, which would go there, and then that lets me take all of these blacks, which 2 of those would go in there. And then I would have leftovers. And you can pick these up and put them down, and you can swap them around or whatever. But at the end of your turn, if you have some left in your hand, they're going to go back up here and go back in. Next player's turn. It comes back to me. I need a red, so I could just take red, you know. And then I've completed this potion, so these marbles are going to go back in. This potion is done, so I flip it over. And then at the end of your turn, if you can't complete any more, you could complete more than one if you wanted to. At the end of your turn, you are going to take after you've discarded marbles and whatever, you're going to take a new potion and put it on a Bunsen burner. Something else you have a thing you can do is you can actually drink the potion that you made, and to show that you've done that, you turn it upside down. And what each potion does is listed on the back here. So in other words, this potion of wisdom that's got the brains in it, you get to take 1 ingredient of your choice from the dispenser, no explosions. So you get to take 1 marble when you drink that potion. This one is actually this potion here. It says take 2 or more adjacent ingredients of the same color from the same slide track of the dispenser, no explosions. So I could take both of those blues if I wanted to, 2 of the same color. This one here lets you take 2 adjacent of different colors. This one lets you take 1 ingredient of each color from the bottom row of the dispenser slide track. You can only take 1 ingredient from each slide track. So the bottom row. This one lets you discard up to 5 ingredients of 1 color from the same slide track of the dispenser back into the tank, no explosions. You don't like that? Get rid of a bunch of them. This one lets you activate 1 potion you already used. So you would turn this one, if you had the Sands of Time, you would turn it up and then turn one of your other ones back the other direction. So it would look like it was had not been drunk. Potion of Prismatic Joy. You can place all ingredients in your pool on any holes of your incomplete potions regardless of the color. So once you drink that, you can just put any of them on any color. The Elixir of Blind Love. Steal all the ingredients from one opponent's pool. This is your pool. So you see somebody else has marbles in their pool that you want. You can drink the Elixir of Blind Love. And you can drink as many potions as you want to on your turn, but it's a one-time thing. Once you've drunk it, it's gone. Now if you notice, these potions have a number on here, and that's the number of points that's worth at the end of the game. And so you're going to total those potions up, the ones you've completed. And it does not matter if you've drunk them or not, you still get the points for them. So, and then you're going to subtract the little help from the professor. And then there's these 4-point ones here. And you're going to take a number of these equal to, based on the number of players. So if you've got 2 players playing, you're going to put 4 of these, 5 or 6 if you've got 3 or 4 players. And then the game is over when you run out of these, or if you run completely out of potions. Then you play the last round until you come up to the starting player. So the last player would not, or the first player would not get another turn. It just ends the round. So everybody gets the same number of turns in the game. So these are actually given out when you get 3 of the same potion completed or 5 different potions completed. But you only get that one time, so if you've completed 3 of the same green one, then you're not going to get any more, no matter how many more green ones you get. And if you've done all 5, then you're not going to get any more of these for doing 5. But you could get another one for doing 3 of a different kind of potion. So simply at the end of the game, you're just going to do your totaling up on the number of points you have based on this, the number of potions, your little health minuses, and just total that up and see who the winner is. And so that's how you play Potion Explosion, put out by Cool Mini or not. Make sure you tune into all of our videos at the Board Game Networks, and for sure, please subscribe to the YouTube channel so that we can get our subscriptions up and our viewership up, and you can be informed when we have a new video.